The next group that we're going to look at is the Velvet Underground. And so as we start to move into the 60s, kind of late 60s, kind of after the British invasion, so the British invasion started in 64 with the Beatles, and they really changed a lot of the shape of music. Also, the electric guitar really made a really big change in music. So we start to move away from kind of this folk music and start moving into kind of this electronic music and a little more experimental, as a lot of the artists are starting to experiment with psychedelic drugs and other sorts of things. The music kind of changes and morphs a little bit. And so the Velvet Underground are kind of like the house band for the Factory. And the Factory was this place where Andy Warhol was creating all sorts of pop art in the mid 60s. And so what we're going to start to look at over here is people like Andy Warhol. We're going to start looking at fine art photographers. So people like David Hockney and Jerry Uelsmann and William Eggleston. Those are some of the ones that were kind of during that 60s time. And so we'll listen to the Velvet Underground kind of during that part. It's also going to kind of flow into some of more current photographers as well. So people like Gregory Crewdson right now is a very popular fine art photographer. People like Takahiro Sato, who's from Japan. And Abe Morel is a huge photographer right now as far as the fine art world is considered. And so as you kind of go through there, we'll listen to this song Sweet Jane, which again, they used to play live at that studio inside of Andy Warhol's factory at their parties and get-togethers, and just kind of a part of that scene.